Good morning everyone, it's Kirsty from Thomas Classic and Modern. Welcome back to the channel. Time for you to put a face to the name. I'm this side of the camera just for a bit, as it's all go here today, as we have Mr. AC Dodd doing our tuning training. So I will shortly take you right into the workshop and let's see what the guys are up to. Go on.
Okay, so you join me here today, and I'm at Thomas Classic and Modern, and my job today, or for the next 2 days, is to train 2 of their mechanics to do what I do, and people see me when I'm out on the road tuning. I'm basically showing them the ropes on how to do the engine tuning, how to make custom needles, how to measure ignition timing, optimize the engines, etc. So what you're going to see in this video is a little bit of what goes on during that training, and you can also see that Thomas Classic and Modern is a firm that invests in its staff and makes sure that they've got the up-to-date knowledge to be able to provide the best services for the customers.
There's the man himself. Good morning.
Good morning. But you can't hear it returning in the dizzy. It's not moving.
So it's obviously seized up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got nothing. Look, we got 10, 16, 25, 29, 29.
Yeah.
Which is okay. That's not too bad. Yeah. It's virtually, give or take mismeasurement. It's exactly the same with the vacuum on.
So the interesting one there is 16.
Yeah.
Right? Because 16, we've got 19 at 2000 revs.
Yeah.
These engines like as much advance as you can get in at 2000 revs as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So if that was 14, you'd probably find the engine might start splitting back through the carb because it hasn't got enough advance. So 16 is probably only just enough. So it's going to feel quite lazy through that point.
Which is exactly what I said this
right?
morning. Yeah.
So what that actually needs is a different distributor.
Yeah.
Right, one that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got an option. I've got 65Ds with me that are curved.
Yeah.
Right, you can just pop that straight in.
Yeah.
But it's got a they've got the 3-pin module. Do you know what that was?
Okay, so what I'm doing here, we've just come to do the tune on this little minivan. We've started off with the basics, so coil power is all good. We've got good voltage going to the coil. We've just come to check the timing and found out that the bottom half of this 65D distributor, or should I say not this one, the one that's come out of it, is seized up. So therefore it's not giving any vacuum advance. Vacuum can is working, but you can hear the mechanism inside seizing up and not returning. So it's giving all spurious timing figures. So we're just popping in a recurve dizzy, and we're going to run through this one again and see what we got. Come on, you bugger. Get my hammer out in the middle so I can tap it. Let's get time to party. Read my lips. Time to party. Read my lips. Time to party. Read my lips. Let's party. Party. Okay, so from one van to another, we had to abandon the last one. We managed to get all the ignition system sorted and everything working as it should there after a little bit of work, and then went to baseline the carburetor and found out that the mixture screw in the carburetor is seized solid, and when I did manage to shift it, it started to throw fuel out of the overflow. So carburetor issues with that one. So we've got our man Jerry on with fitting a new AC Dodd rebuilt carburetor to that one. So we'll revisit that shortly. So we're going to box on with this one. This is a 998 van, standard fare, Magic 1 gearbox, and HS2 carburetor. So we're going to get stuck into this one and see what we can find with this. Recording now?
Yeah, recording now.
Yeah? Love it. Oh dear. Okay, day number 2. So first things first, this morning we're going to get stuck back into this little van that was a little bit troublesome yesterday. This is the one that we had to put a distributor in because the bottom end of the distributor was seizing up, giving us all sorts of weird timing figures. And then once we got to the carburetor, we found out it started throwing fuel out of the overflow. So we've put a fully refurbished carburetor on it now. Jerry fitted that for us yesterday while we got on with some other stuff. So looking forward again, stuck into this one now and dialed in. Hoping to get more involved with some needle modifications on this one, because yesterday we had a bit of a day of fixing things rather than getting stuck into the nitty gritty of this training. But yeah, let's press on. While you're at it, just do a snapshot just to see where that happens, what that does. So, right, okay, that was interesting. We had 7s there, so it's going too rich. That's all right, turn it off. And what does that mean?
Okay.
Okay. So what we've got here is a Morris Minor. So yep, it's not a Mini, but the important thing to understand, the reason why we're doing this for the training is it's got a HS2 carburetor. Now, the problem with the HS2 carburetor on the Morris Minor and some of the older engines is it's a very small carb, quite a large engine. So what that represents is quite a challenge for students who are learning how to tune these and learning how to do needle modifications. So one of the best things that we can do during the training is give them hard things to do. Okay. The most important thing to understand is if you give somebody something easy to do, they don't really learn a lot. So the most important thing here is to make sure that they get quite a rough ride in terms of doing the needle modification. So some of the best cars are these older ones with the smaller carbs on. So in this particular case, there's nothing special about this engine at all. It's a standard sort of, we believe it's either a 948 or a 1098, but it's got a standard needle in the carburetor. Everything's standard about it. Standard airbox. It's been removed at the moment because we're working on it. And the original AN needle is actually fueling this engine too much, so it's too rich. So the job here is to lean the engine out. So what Jeremy's doing at the moment is he's modifying a needle which is leaner than standard to make it fuel properly right away across the rev range. Now at the moment that's working very well, but it's too lean at 4,000 and 5,000 RPM, so we're just going to get that sorted and get this engine running where it needs to be. It is an old carburetor, it is worn, but it's not always about replacing everything with new parts. Part of the training is teaching mechanics to work with older worn out components and try and make the best of what they are, because not everybody's got loads of money to throw at their classic cars. Sometimes it's about making what's there work as best as you possibly can. Might even need a few thou off the top end, but we can't tell. Okay. That will be dynoing in the future.
Yeah, which has got to be in there.
Yeah. I should put that in there. Suggest maybe when you dyno, you might want to dyno on BP7 spark plugs.
Right, okay.
If you're really going to stretch its legs.
Ooh. Don't want to green in it.
No, definitely don't want to do that. 160 horsepower fuel. Another thing, you see that?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Pretty compressed.
Okay.
Big difference.
Okay. Nope, that's in there, that's in there. So BDR, baseline the mixture,
Based on the mixture.
see what we got.
Yeah, and it'll probably be horrifically lean.
Yeah.
You know, it might come up somewhere near right, but
Okay.
PDR I think is a good place to start. Oh, you're dribbling all.
What about oil? That's what I was just going to say.
Just leave it as ATF and then you can adjust it as required.
Put ATF in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
doing now, Drew?
72. It's fitting between 72 and 75. Going up now. 74. 76. 77. 80. 90. 95, 96. 1. 1. 1.2.
1.2 or 102?
No, it's going back down a minute. It's on 110, 99. It's not stable.
Oh, right,
0.5.
okay. Right. And then work it from there.
And then you can see why, because it just gives you markers so you don't go near it.
Okay, I got
Right,
it.
you
Yeah.
probably might have got that a little bit too. Yeah, see if you can get that in there now. It's got to start from the, if it's too far up, then you might have to bring it out a bit.
Something being sold out there.
And it's quite important that you get it fairly accurate, especially when you're up at the thicker end of the needle.
Yeah.
Marking the positions.
Where's my Sharpie gum?
Yeah, he enjoyed that, didn't he? Where's he been?
It's going all right.
Right, yeah, okay. 3/4 is 7. So an inch is 9. An inch is 9. And what did he say? We want from 8 outwards. Right, okay, so that's 9, that's 7. So halfway between those. Quite high. Let's see. And then if I go 125 from there. This is 7, so another quarter would be 9.
So, okay, you've driven the car now. What's it like? What are the flat? Any flat spots? Performance? What's it like?
It's much more responsive, no flat spots. Yeah, feels like a little rocket. So yeah, really pleased.
All right, so a lot better than it was before.
Yeah, much better. Much
Wonderful.
better.
All right. So, what were the issues when you first, before you had it tuned?
It just felt really slow. It felt non-responsive.
Okay.
Really. Just a bit sluggish, really. So yeah, I was keen to get it tuned up. I've recently rebuilt it, so yeah, really happy with it.
Excellent. All right. So, thanks for bringing it along. And obviously, one for the people out there to remember is you can now come to Thomas Classic and Modern and get the AC Dodd tuning experience straight from Thomas Classic and Modern.